Hello, 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 hello. It doesn't sound like. It doesn't sound like my Xbox or the mic's picking up my fan. I'm trying to just bear with me. I'm just being a sound engineer at the moment. It's not sounding too bad. Oh, I can kind of hear it in the background when I turn it really up. I'll suffer for you guys because that is how committed I am to doing this. Like, the fan is off, I am going to die. It feels like it's about 30 degrees in my flat. But anyway, we are here with RSF1 for the grand finale of Division 4. And Smurf is going to be the first person out. You started with me, you're going to end with me. Had a little bit of lack of availability due to university commitments, but those are all done now. And so now we can just focus on tonight's race, which is a three-way battle between Quick Mick, Old Manzi, and a little bit of Immortal as well. Now, Immortal needs a lot of things to go his way. But for the most part, I mean, whoever wins between Quick Mick and Old Manzi wins the whole thing, if the standings are up to date. Because someone's put in something from Chat GPT or something that seems to suggest that it's not up to... well, he said that for Quick Mick to win, or for Old Manzi can win it if he finishes second and Quick Mick doesn't finish fourth. But what makes me think that that's wrong is that Quick Mick is ahead by 3 points. So if Old Manzi finishes second and Quick Mick finishes third, then he's in front of him anyway, isn't he? So by my calculations, all Old Manzi needs to do is finish ahead of Quick Mick to win the whole thing. And Quick Mick needs... well, he needs to finish in front of Old Manzi, but Old Manzi can finish one place behind him if he's fifth or lower. So if Quick Mick finishes fourth, Old Manzi finishes fifth, Old Manzi's the champion. And now Immortal needs a little bit of good luck. He needs both Quick Mick and Old Manzi to not have a good session, as the first lap was set by Smurf. We have got Quick Mick who's on an out lap. We've got Immortal who's in the pits. Where is Old Manzi? Where are you? He's in the pits too, so we'll have a look at Dave. And I've kind of lost my trail of thought. That's not very professional, is it? I keep having... how long are these adverts going on for? I've still got another 20 seconds of this. I hope you guys don't have adverts, by the way. Because that's going to really annoy me if I've just gone on this whole little, like, speech and no one was there to hear it. My advert is about to end. So please put something in the chat if you can hear what I'm saying. Department of Education, get into teaching. Well, there we go. I already have done. So that's LCFC Dave putting up a 112.4. We've got Mr. Adam Moore, who's in the final sectors now. Bradshaw and other Bradshaw. Both of the Bradshaws are retired. So presumably they have some kind of qualifying ban, which means that we're only going to lose one driver. As Penrose sets the fastest lap with a 111.8. And Mr. Adam Moore does a 112.9. So not the greatest of laps, but Quick Mick is on his first lap. So we're going to ride on board with the potential world champion as he takes quite a wide line into turn 3, question mark? Yellow flags ahead. There is a slow Williams in front of him. Quick Mick brings it around. puts up a 51.4, which I think is a lot faster than what we saw from Mr. Madden Moore. This could be a potential P1 here for Quick Mick. Constructors is, for anyone wondering, is basically over and done with, I'm afraid. It is essentially all Red Bull need to do is score a point. And that's that. Because we only have one Haas, we only have one McLaren. So Quick Mick's only able to do a 112.9, so not his best lap. Immortal's on a lap now as he's just entered Sector 2 and he's gone purple in Sector 1. I think it's sort of what I was alluding to earlier in the season, is that there's just too many mistakes from Immortal. He could be home and dry, and where it slightly differs with Quick Mick is that some of the time Quick Mick has been involved with incidents with other drivers, and some of them have been his fault, but I know that in Australia, for example, that was because other people were driving silly, bringing out an extra safety car, and Quick Mick got a drive-through on it, which you can say is Quick Mick's fault for speeding under safety car conditions, as Immortal does a 112.9 as well, so maybe the pressure is getting to both of them. Old Manzi is about to start his lap, so we'll have a look at him. But had the other drivers actually driven properly and not decided to just smash into each other, Quick Mick would have won that race by about 10 seconds, I think, if memory serves me right. Which, going into this race, would mean all he'd have to do would be, well, he'd be 23 points ahead. I know, I think he got P10 in the end that race. I can't quite remember. But he'd be certainly favourite going into this. Old Manzi, for me, Old Manzi, he's been the more consistent of all three of the drivers in terms of, well, finishes, I suppose. He's always been up there, whereas Immortal seems to either get a podium or DNF, and there's not much room for anything in between. But it is going to be a battle of speed, aggression, or consistency to see what will win the day. Old Manzi is about to cross the line. He does a 112.9 as well, so all three of the championship hopefuls are stuck within 2/100ths of each other. Stars is on an out lap, so that's good. We can have a little... Oh, no, that's a Mercedes. That's the Mercedes Carrot, so we'll just watch the end of Carrot's lap, and then we'll go on to Stars. Oh no, this could be an in-lap for Carrot. Yeah, no, this is an in-lap for Carrot, so my mistake. We've got Trulli Trifle, who's just coming out to do his lap as well. He's someone who we've seen have a decent amount of speed. So here we go for Stars Orphans lap. There we go, the time actually has started. I was getting a little bit worried about that there. So if everything ended like this, in this race order at the moment, Old Manzi would be champion despite finishing a place below Quick Mick. If Quick Mick can pick up fastest lap, then it would go down to whoever has the most race wins, and I'm not too sure who that is. Penrose is happy with his lap, with a 111.8. Good lap from Penrose. .51 dead from Stars, which says it's purple, but I'm sure we've seen 50s before. And Dave's retired already, so Dave reckons that a 112.4 is going to be enough. Well, it probably will be, because we're only going to lose one driver, but probably didn't need to retire Dave. Stars is about to cross the line now. He's done a 112.3, so it's a very good time from the Red Bull. So both world champion hopefuls have been out-qualified by their teammates so far, as we're going to ride on board with Trulli Trifle. Does a 128.8, and Trulli Trifle is my sort of predictive championship winner for next season if he stays in Division 4, because he's got quite a lot of speed. We're about to see what his time is going to be as he enters Sector 2. It's a 50.8, so he's 0.2 up on stars. So he could go and sit nicely between Pemrose and Smurf here. And it could be an AlphaTauri 1-2 again. Which is ironic because both of them are, I think AlphaTauri are 9th in Constructors in Division 4. There we go, it's a 112 dead for Trulli Trifle. And it is an AlphaTauri 1-2, so we got Dark Shadow, who is on his lap now. He'll be hoping not to invalidate. And it would be slightly unlucky for Alfa Romeo if they lost both drivers in the first qualifying session. LCS Days already down to 6th. You've got to assume that Immortal Old Manzi and Quick Mick are going to be able to find a little bit more time. Smurf has retired too. I think that's probably a little bit more of a safer bet, even though there's only 0.2 in it. Well, it's definitely a safe bet actually because Dave's retired, so Smurf is definitely through. Stars, Gravedigger, Smurf, Trulli Trifle and Pemrose already through. All you've got to do is finish in front of Dave and you are certain to be through, as Dark Shadow finishes just behind Dave with a 112.6. And we've got Liam, who's on a something lap. It's certainly something. He did a 113. Quick Mick's going out again. In fact, he's actually on a lap, and I've missed quite a lot of it. His teammate, Mr. Kennedy's, just starting his lap 2. Haven't really been able to track much of the improvements, but it is an improvement by 0.1 for Quick Mick as he gets himself above his teammate. He took it personally when I said both championship potentials are being out-qualified by their teammate. Mr. Kennedy is... well, he's lost half a second already, and he's invalidated, so he won't be beating Quick Mick this time round. Dark Shadow is on an in-lap, presumably here. Daniel P45, MT the Mighty, who is feeling a little bit under the weather, and he's managed to find 0.1 already. When he was talking about it in the chat, I was thinking, it's short quali, isn't it? Oh, it is short quali! Oh, well, that's a bit silly for those that have retired. I bet Dave and Smurf are feeling a bit silly now, aren't they? Well, okay, we need to keep an eye on absolutely everybody then. As MT's found half a second of an improvement to get himself up to potential 112.5, although he looked kind of slow coming out of that one. It's probably a good job that it's short quali, really. Saving tyres for the race. I see. It's a 112.4 for MT the Mighty as he puts himself in P7. And we've got Daniel P45 who's on a lap 2. Although, judging by his ERS, this is coming in. What do we have? Everyone's in the pits, so everyone is probably just going to be waiting for the last 2 minutes or so. We'll just ride on board with MT as he brings the car in, so we have something to look at. Although we do have Trulli Trifle who's on an outlap, but I think I'd rather look at the Mercedes than the AlphaTauri. Although we won't be able to look at the AlphaTauri for much longer, will we? Well, I suppose we won't be able to look at Mercedes for much longer either, because they'll all have different liveries, but... yeah, I want to look at the Mercedes livery, it's much nicer. As it cuts to a shot of nothing. Need a red flag now and just stay as we are. Well, Pemrose, Trulli Trifle, Gravedigger and Smurf are pretty intent on upsetting the championship battle that we have going on here. Right, let's have a look at Trulli Trifle's AlphaTauri then. And there is also Old Manzi on an outlap. He's come out a little bit early, I think. We are going to start to see a lot of the cars coming out in about a minute or so, or over the next minute or so, I'd say. I think things are going to get a little bit busy. I think that's Quick Mick coming out, is it? Oh, well, it's one of the Alpines coming out. It is... it will tell us in a second. I'm just keeping an eye on that. It's Mr. Kennedy. So Quick Mick yet to come out. There is a Haas of Daniel P45 coming out too, as Bradshaw has retired. AlphaTauri 1 and 2, yes indeed, Pemrose. What a battle this could have been if you two were in AlphaTauri the whole season. Stars has retired, so he doesn't think he's going to improve. Either that, or whoever's told me it's short qualifying is telling me Porky Pies. Right, Quick Mix coming out now. Oh, Trilly, that was a little bit of a mistake there from Trilly Trifle. We'll see how that affects his time, but he may need to abandon the lap and go again. He'll be able to look at the data though. He's managed to find... Oh, he's lost a little bit of time because of that little mistake. Quick Mick is on an out lap. Old Manzi is on his actual lap, so we're going to ride on board with Old Manzi. And where's Quick Mick? Quick Mick's behind him, so I'll be able to go from Old Manzi to Quick Mick with a quickness. It's been short quali all week. Well, sorry, Penrose. Sorry for doubting you. It's just when full people have retired, I got a little bit worried about it. Old Manzi's just set the fastest Sector 2 time, I do believe. Trilly Trifle's been disqualified for being parked in a dangerous there. So Trilly Trifle is now... I don't know. It says he's been disqualified, but he's still P2. There we go. Trilly Trifle is now P18. So there goes that. And now it's P2 for Old Manzi, who would have been in front of Trilly Trifle anyway with that. So it's not going to affect Old Manzi too much, but Trilly Trifle now being right at the back is going to affect him a little bit here. Now it's up to Quick Mick. We've got Immortals on an out lap too. He's about to start his lap actually. We haven't seen a lot from Immortal, but I think it's probably better to focus more on Quick Mick because there's more chance he wins than Immortal. Purely because of how close he is to Old Manzi. By more chance he wins, I mean more chance he wins the championship. To sort of go over that again, P2 is only enough for Quick Mick if Old Manzi finishes 4th. It could be enough. It will be enough if Quick Mick gets the fastest lap and finishes 2nd. Then he'd win it by 1 point. I don't know how it works. Oh, it's a 0.3 of an improvement for Quick Mick, so we're only going to be looking at about a 112.3 here. Could be enough to get in front of Stars. He'll definitely want to get in front of Stars, because Stars will probably be doing everything he can to get his teammate the win. Unfortunately for Quick Mick, his teammate isn't quite as quick as Stars. It's a 112.2 for Quick Mick, so he does get in front of Stars. That's a bit of an important one. We'll just have a look at Immortal as Penrose takes the checkered flag, as does MT the Mighty. He's gone P3, feeling under the weather. Yeah, he, I don't know if he span. He was parked up where that Ferrari is. Is it Adam? He was parked up just on the left here. What's happened? Something's happened with Mr. Kennedy. I missed that because I was pointing at my screen that you guys didn't see. Immortals only managed to go P9, so it's not looking good for the man in the McLaren. Daniel P45 goes P11. We've still got a Motive Carrot. We've got is Quick Mick going again? Quick Mick is going again, I think. Oh no, he's not. There was a down by 2.5 seconds, so Quick Mick is not going again. Gravedigger is not going to be improving, I don't think. No, Gravedigger's bringing it in. Let's have a look at Emotive Carrot. Emotive Carrot's bringing it in. It looks like this qualifying session has ended quite quickly. Yeah, Mr. Kennedy disqualified too. I didn't see when Mr. Kennedy... I saw something came up. I didn't see where he was disqualified from. But Trilly Trifle was parked up on the longest part of Sector 3 that isn't where Immortal's McLaren is now. He was parked up on the side there. I'm not too sure how that was classed as being parked in a dangerous position, but the game has decided that it is very dangerous. So a little bit unfortunate for Trilly Trifle, but it does mean that Old Man's in Quick Mick are closer to the front, so we get a little bit more drama. If everything ends as is, probably goes without saying, Old Man's champion. Last the first challenge for those guys, yes indeed. Mr. Kennedy wasn't quite showing the speed to be able to go fastest. as opposed to Truly Trifle. But that is the end. It says short qualifying up there, so Pemrose was telling me the truth. So Pemrose goes fastest, followed by Old Manzi P2, MT the Mighty, MT the Sick, we're going to call MT the Poorly, we're going to call him today. He's in P3 in the Mercedes. He'll be looking for a Lewis Hamilton in Germany kind of performance. And Smurf is in P4, Gravedigger P5, Quick Mick P6, Stars Orphan P7, LCFC Dave P8, Immortal P9, Dark Shadow P10, Daniel P45 P11, Liam P12, Mr. Adam Moore P13, Emotive Carrot P14, Bradshaw's P15 and 16, Trully Trifle P17, and Mr. Kennedy in P18. The point situation with the top three, Button, was that if you'd been in the stream at the beginning, when I explained it all, you'd have known. But just for you, because you've been nice to me all season, I will let you know. So, and it also gives me something to talk about before the race starts. So, we have got Old Manzi, who is ahead by 3 points of Quick Mick. So Old Manzi's on 183, Quick Mick is on 180, and Immortal is 16 points behind Quick Mick with 164, 19 points behind Old Manzi. So Immortal needs to win, and Old Manzi to get less than 6 points. So P7, maybe? No. No. Yes? No. No. He needs Old Man to get P8 with or without fastest lap. And Quick Mick to get, I guess... I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Or it doesn't matter as much about Quick Mick. His maximum points that he can get is 190. So Quick Mick needs to get P5 with the fastest lap. So P6 and then P8. For Immortal to win. I hope you kept up with my ramblings. The quick version is Old Manzi's ahead by 3 points. It's basically between Old Manzi and Quick Mick unless disaster strikes. I'm a little bit upset that Salty Ballsack has just stolen my thunder and just sent Button the table. I don't think I'm ever going to emotionally recover from this. So just to remind everybody, if people didn't need additional drama, this is a one... Thank you, Button. I appreciate it. This is a 100% race. Which means we're going to have plenty of room for drama and people are going to have to be on it the whole time. It might get a little bit repetitive out there for some of the drivers if gaps start to create themselves. But, of all the races to be disqualified for, the 100% one is probably the one you'd want to be disqualified for because you've got the most amount of time to get back to the front. Now, seeing as I am about to be talking for probably at least 45 minutes constantly, I'm going to go and get myself a glass of water, and I shall return to you guys shortly. So, I have returned. Is anyone telling me anything in the chat that I need to pay attention to? How many safety cars do we think? Cheering for Old Manzi. Cheering for Quick Mick. We've got Quick Mick and Old Manzi fans, but no Immortal fans. Unlucky Immortal. And it's race time! So let's have a look at everything that we're going to need. So, oh, look at that! Softs and mediums! Well, that was unexpected. I know that on F1 Manager, the strat is soft, medium, soft. Or at least it is on 22. I didn't play 23 because it's a little bit more complicated and my brain can't quite handle it. But the 22 one's really basic. And the strategy is just soft, medium, soft. So I wonder if that's the strategy for this as well. Or are people going to be going... I mean, surely it's going to be 2 stoppers at least here. Talking for 45... yeah. Do you think it's going to be longer than 45 minutes then? Yeah, it will be longer than 45 minutes because it's 66 laps for a 1 minute 20... Yeah, I am. Oh, I am in for the long haul. Yeah. I'm here for about an hour and a half. It's not 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes usually, I suppose, then. Right. Good job I got that glass of water then, innit? You can do a 1 stop, but it'll have to be very slow. Yeah. I wouldn't do a 1 stop, I don't think. I think 2 stops is probably going to be the way forward, really, isn't it? I don't really... Can you imagine doing like 20 laps or like 25 laps on the mediums and then... What, that's 30 odd laps? No. Yes, maybe. Maths is difficult when you're a historian and not a mathematician. Don't tell the GCSE board people that I struggled with that sum, because otherwise they're going to not believe me that my French qualification is the equivalent to a PGCE and make me do it. Hards are too slow. Oh, but Patronus. MT the Mighty's been disqualified already. Oh, no. What has happened to that Alfa Romeo? Why is it backwards? Okay, we're starting. I'm putting that away because you don't need to know. And we're off. How good is Old Manzi's launch? Well, he's had a good launch that he's not going to be attacked from anyone behind. He's probably just going to let Penrose go here. It looks like everyone's going to get away. Well, that's an awful angle. Looks like everyone's going to get away cleanly. And everyone's gotten away cleanly. Lovely stuff. Quick Mick has managed to get at 1 position already, and he's left LCFC Dave completely behind. MT the Mighty's plummeting down. He's down in P7. He's losing a lot of time here, though he has managed to get past back around Dave, but Dave's sent him round the outside. Stars Orphan has lost a few places as well. Now MT is going to have the inside line coming up through here. LCFC Dave is quite far behind Quick Mick already, and something has happened back here. Immortal has managed to get away from the carnage, though. And he's gotten away from the backwards Alfa Romeo too. Oh no, I accidentally muted my thing. Are we back now? Oh, how long was I not talking for? How long was I not talking for? Maybe 2 solid minutes. Oh no. Did I at least commentate on the beginning of the race? Since safety car. Okay, well at least there's that. I did accidentally mute my mic, so sorry about that. Oh, what an idiot. So all I was really saying was that as things stand at the moment, Quick Mick, Old Manzi will be champion. There's the predicted strats. Soft to mediums. That looks a little bit brave, shall we say. And Immortal's coming in again, so he's coming in to put on some medium tyres, presumably. Yeah, that is mediums. Same for Daniel as well. So Immortal down in P17. Oh, I did say actually about Immortal is that it looks like his poor qualifier. It's a good job you pointed that out, by the way, because otherwise I'd have just been talking to myself all day. Oh, I've got an advert. Oh, it's 1 minute 15 as well. Oh, at least it's on the safety car. I should be able to choose when the adverts come in. So I don't know if there's much point in me talking. I mean, I guess for when we have the replay on YouTube later, and this might be a popular one to watch as well. This is going to be the one where Old Manzi or Quick Mick or potentially Immortal want to watch back the time that they made it big and they won the RSF1 Division 4 World Championship. So I need to make sure I stay professional, because I'm going to be making a lot of people's dreams here. But it is quite nice being able to talk to the chat when the safety car's out. Safety car is in this lap then, so if you can just hold up the grid for about 20 seconds, Penrose, that would be fantastic. I will ride on board with Penrose to make sure that everything is done correctly on his part. We've got 10 seconds to go. And it looks like this looks like it's going to be absolutely fantastic timing. So welcome back, everybody, if you had an ad like I did. Penrose is getting us underway for lap 3, and he's started safely, and Old Manzi sort of caught out a little bit. He's going to be under a little bit of pressure from Smurf. Quick Mick's trying to get past Gravedigger. He might be able to make a move here, actually. Quick Mick, he's got so much straight line speed. He's managed to make it happen, and it's also managed to see Smurf get past Old Manzi, and now Old Manzi's going to be under all sorts of pressure from Quick Mick. He says he didn't want to think about the World Championship, but surely it's going to be on his mind now, as he's also got to defend from Gravedigger at the same time. But Gravedigger broke quite early there. LCFC Dave not putting too much pressure on Gravedigger either. We've got Mr. Kennedy, who's kind of holding people up at the back here. Immortal's kind of stuck behind, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit more interesting to stay on board with the people at the front. Penrose hasn't been able to get away as quickly as he did this time, but it looks like Old Manzi's falling really quickly behind Smurf and Penrose, which means he's going to be put under Quick Mick. He's going to be put under pressure by Quick Mick. That'll be a corner cutting warning though for him. He needs to make sure he minimises those, because that's going to be really... That could be a warning for Old Manzi too as he goes over the lines. Empty the Mighty gets himself up into P7. Mr. Adam Moore has gotten past Dark Shadow 2. And he's gone a little bit wide there. That's going to open the door for Emotive Carrot, but I don't think Carrot's going to be able to take this opportunity. Is Quick Mick going to go for it here? Smurf has set the fastest lap in the Ferrari, and he's also going to get past Penrose. He's blazed past Penrose, and Quick Mick has gotten past Old Manzi really well there too. Can Old Manzi come back at him here? He can't. Gravedigger doesn't go for a move either. So as things stand at the moment, Quick Mick is potentially world champion. It depends on what the situation is with who has the most wins. I could hopefully someone who is important gets back with me for that one. And Old Manzi's having a little look at Quick Mick, uncharacteristic of Old Manzi, but it looks like he's struggling a little bit around here. Either that or Penrose and Smurf are just so much faster than everybody else. Because Quick Mick is kind of struggling to catch them, but he hasn't had a lot of actual racing time to catch them yet. With DRS online, we've got Penrose. Oh, he's made a mistake. That's going to allow Quick Mick to get back into DRS range and maybe even get P2 here. He's not going to be able to make it happen this time. Immortal's 1.8 behind, that's 1.9 now behind Daniel, but he has managed to get past Stars. The Stars not doing a fantastic job for Old Manzi so far, getting out qualified by Quick Mick and now unable to keep Immortal behind, and Mr. Kennedy actually doing an even worse job. So the teammates of both of these two not helping out. Smurf has the fastest lap so far. Gravedigger might go for a move on Old Manzi here. I don't think he's going to. He might have thought about it, and it looks like Quick Mick might have broke a little bit early there, but he probably didn't want to hit Penrose or anything. If we look at the ERS situation, he's got... Oh, and it's Smurf and Quick Mick have burnt through theirs quite a bit, and everyone else has sort of managed to hold on to it. LCFC Dave's expecting some safety cars, judging by that fueling type, and Trully Trifle went for a move and has now lost it, and he's probably going to lose out to Immortal here, and he does. Trully Trifle down into P15 after that little mistake. Gravedigger is... Well, Quick Mick is going to be praying that Gravedigger can get past Old Manzi here. LCFC Dave isn't quite close enough to be able to make a move. Penrose and Smurf are quite close together with each other though. Quick Mick has managed to catch a little bit more, but it does look like Penrose and Smurf have just got a little bit too much speed for Quick Mick today, but he does need to try and win this race in order to absolutely guarantee being world champion. And this is going to be dramatic. I would not go anywhere if I were you guys. Quick Mick is burning too much. He is burning quite a lot, yeah. And he's already down to 11%, whereas Old Manzi's on 58, and Smurf has been overtaken by Penrose. Quick Mick, I think, though, is just trying to get as much distance between him and Old Manzi as he can, as soon as he can. I think that's his strategy. He's going for the longer one. But I think, as you allude to, Penrose, that's what makes Old Manzi... That's why Old Manzi's up here where he is. Because he's driving... I'm not saying Quick Mick isn't driving smart, because I think there is certainly a reason... Oh, no! That's damage! That's a damaged front wing, and it looks like Smurf broke a little bit early there. Yeah, he's going to have to pit. That's an absolute disaster for Quick Mick. I think Smurf has broken really early there, and it's just caught Quick Mick out. He's going to be absolutely furious at this, and that's going to open the door for Old Manzi and for Gravedigger to get past him. This is not how we wanted the championship battle to end. There's still plenty of time, though, Quick Mick. Keep your head together. It's going to be okay. MT the Mighty is going to be, well, he's definitely going to be making the position back. Quick Mick is going to have to pit. I wonder if he's going to go for some hard tyres, but apparently they're really slow. Quick Mick is bringing it in, so we're just going to keep an eye out on what tyres he goes for. That's going to bring him behind him. Yeah, it's going to bring him behind everyone. He's going to be so far behind everyone other than his teammate. As Patronus says, it's a long race, you can make time up. That is hard tyres going on for Quick Mick, and Penrose has managed to get a second in front of Smurf. And Gravedigger's has managed to get past Old Manzi, so it's not all bad news for Quick Mick. MT the Mighty is now... He's going to be DRS range behind Old Manzi. Liam is getting past... Liam and Dark Shadow having a bit of a fight, and it looks like Daniel P45 is trying to get involved with it too. And Bradshaw has managed to get himself up to P9. Where's the other Bradshaw? Oh, the other Bradshaw DNF'd. Oh yeah, at the beginning. I didn't think it was him, to be honest with you. We've got Trully Trifle, who's somewhat struggling a little bit down in P13. It looks like Trully Trifle and Immortal are both struggling out here. They don't quite have the pace you'd expect them to have. Quick Mick is 21 seconds behind Stars, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that, see how quickly that goes down. We've got a few battles at the front of the grid here as Mr. Adam Morlick to try and get past LCFC Dave. So far it's a good day for Ferrari. In the P2 and P7. Not a bad day for Mercedes either, with MT and Carrot both in the points. Smurf has been overtaken by Gravedigger, so Gravedigger gets himself up into P2, and now he can look at mounting a charge on Penrose, and DRS, MT's used a lot of his DRS ERS, sorry, and I think that might have just been to try and get it within DRS range of Old Manzi. Old Manzi isn't going to have DRS if everything stays like this, which might leave him vulnerable to attack from MT and Dave, but as things stand, Old Manzi will be champion, but Quick Mick does now have an extra pit stop in the bank. He's 21.8 behind Stars at the moment, so we need to keep an eye on that. Smurf and Gravedigger. It looks like Gravedigger has got a lot of speed today. Penrose needs to be careful. Oh, Dave, that was a little mistake. That's going to allow Old Manzi, MT the Mighty time to get away. And Old Manzi's managed to catch Smurf. So at the moment he is in DRS range. Trully Trifle's past Liam. And Liam's past Trully Trifle, and Immortal is past Trully Trifle. So I think Trully Trifle went a little bit too deep and made a mistake. Immortal's up into P13, that's not where he needs to be, and he's not getting through this pack fast enough. He's got a lot more ERS though than Liam. There's a potential to make a move here. Is Liam going to... Liam does not have ERS. Is Immortal going to be able to make a move happen here? I'm surprised he's not gone and used some ERS to try and make this move happen. Oh... I think it was very important to get past Liam there. In my opinion, Smurf is getting closer to Gravedigger to try and get back into P2. And MT the Mighty is putting Old Manzi under all sorts of pressure now. Old Manzi is very far away from the DRS, but it looks like Old Manzi's got a car that's more made for the turny bits, whereas everyone else seems to have cars made for straight line areas, because Old Manzi is gaining time in areas like this, and now look how much time he's gained there. And Mr. Adam Moore is past Dave. I think Dave's made a little mistake. All of the other cars managed to come round safely, as we see Immortal in the background there. He's got Trully Trifle all over the back of him. He's very close to Liam. Liam hardly has any ERS left. Personally, hards for Quick Mick is a bad choice. He should have gone for softs. Well, he has only made up a second on Stars Orphan. What tyres does Stars have? Stars is on basically dead medium. Well, not dead medium, sorry, but older mediums. Not basically dead. And Liam is all over the track here. But Immortal does get past him, and it looks like Immortal... Liam is going to be able to hold up Trully Trifle for Immortal a little bit, and now Immortal's got to go and chase Daniel P45. It looks like Emotive Carrot's going to be put under pressure by other Bradshaw here. Why is he other Bradshaw? He can be main Bradshaw. Oh, that was a little bit of contact between Emotive Carrot and Bradshaw, and Dark Shadow manages to sneak up the inside and make the most of a little bit of carnage. And Old Manzi is now 0.2 behind Smurf, so he's really managed to catch Smurf up. Let's have a look at some tyre life. Yeah, I think these softs might start to be fading off a little bit. MT the Mighty is still very close. And Immortal is 2.2 behind Daniel P45. He hasn't been able to make a lot of ground, and Liam is probably going to go for a move here. And I wonder if Trully Trifle is going to be thinking about making a move here too. We'll have a look at Old Manzi to see if he can get past Smurf here. He's not going to need DRS. Smurf isn't going to defend with DRS either. And he's past him. Is MT going to try and follow him around? No, MT's not going to go for that move. It would have been a little bit risky. But Old Manzi is up into P3. 3-second time penalty for Dark Shadow. And Quick Mick is not eating into the time with Stars Orphan. Trully Trifle and Stars are very close together, as is Immortal. Oh! Sorry if you heard the gulp. And no! And that's going to let Stars get past, but that was poor driving from Liam, who already looked dangerous when he was defending Immortal. It looked like he changed direction multiple times. We've got messages of support for Quick Mick in the chat. And Mr. Adam Moore has managed to get past Smurf. Oh, I nearly pulled my mic out. That would have been awkward. And Immortal is now only 1.2 behind Emotive Carrot. So Immortal getting close to this little peloton of drivers, which if he can start making into this little DRS train, and it looks like that is an Emotive Carrot coming into the pits. Is he going to pick up DRS? No, he is not going to get DRS, but he's not going to be put under pressure from Liam because we've got Carrot is coming. Only Carrot coming in actually. Quick Mick is a little bit on his own. Smurf and MT the Mighty has now managed to get past Smurf too. So Smurf really struggling on these soft tyres. I wonder. Well, he's got to hold on for a little bit longer because the graph earlier said about lap 18. Really. That's it. All it takes is one safety car and you're right back in it, says Petronas. And Smurf is really struggling on these soft tyres now by the looks of things. Mr. Adam Moore only 1.1 behind Albanzi. Any kind of and Quick Mick has now managed to eat into the time with Stars Orphan by 2 seconds. Probably because of the little bit of carnage that's going on ahead of people here. I wonder if Stars are going to... no, Stars is a good driver, and he's also a patient driver too. I don't think there's going to be any moves from Stars here. It's a long race, there's no point doing anything on lap 14. That was awful. I don't know why I was watching that one, but Truly Trifle has managed to get past Liam. Is Liam? No, Liam is too far back. So now Truly Trifle has got 2 seconds to go and catch Immortal, who was just behind. Immortal is now 2.2 seconds away from points. Of course, important to mention that Immortal has had to pit. So whilst his tyres, they're not going to be that much fresher than everybody else's. We'll just have a little look at the tyre situation for a few laps. See, they're only on only 11 laps, so they're not that much fresher than everyone else's. But you've got to assume that if Smurf is struggling on these softs now, then Dark Shadow, Bradshaw, and potentially Penrose might be struggling too, which might open the gap for Daniel and Immortal to come back in, and also it might allow Truly Trifle. Oh, that's a mistake from Dark Shadow, and there's Daniel P45, and that is going to... Oh, and he's all over the place. Watch your rejoin. And Immortal is now in the points in the McLaren, so the soft drivers are somewhat struggling here. Most of them are struggling. Bradshaw is going to get past Dave, so Bradshaw is not struggling. We're just going to put the tyres away so that we can actually see what's going on, and it's a good move from Bradshaw as he gets past Dave, and MT is looking to put pressure on Mr. Adam Moore. Mr. Adam Moore is trying to put pressure on Old Manzi. Stars Orphan is past Liam, and Quick Mick is now only 15.6 seconds behind what is now Liam, what was Stars, so only 16 seconds behind Stars, and that is without getting DRS. Carrot is out in P17, but let's just show you everyone who's pitted. So we had 2 stops from Daniel, 2 stops from Immortal, but they did those stops at the beginning of the race to change wings and then go back onto the tyre that they originally selected. So that's a little bit misleading because it was under safety car. Liam, Quick Mick, obviously Quick Mick had to pit just after the safety car because of wing damage. I think Liam had to pit lap 1-2 because of the safety car, but then just stayed on the tyre that he put on. Mr. Kennedy is on 2 stops, and Emotive Carrot is the only person, I think, judging by where Mr. Kennedy is on track as well, I think Emotive Carrot is the only person who's pitted so far because of their strategy, not because they've been forced to. Can Bradshaw get past Smurf here? Smurf's tumbled down the position somewhat, down into P6. He's doing a good job of keeping that Ferrari on the road with how much he was struggling with it earlier. Immortal is now 0.9 seconds behind Daniel. It looks like and Liam is coming into the pits, so that is going to be another position gained for Quick Mick. He's now up into P14, 14 seconds behind Stars. And yet Carrot is going to get out in front of Liam. Let's just see what tyres Carrot is up to. Carrot has also gone for the hard tyre. Liam's also gone for the hard tyre. So a lot of people not listening to Petronas and going for the hard tyre. Dave has underfueled. Dave has underfueled. He's very underfueled because we've had a safety car and he's still on that. As has Daniel P45. Let's just see if there's anyone else. Oh, that was someone. Yeah, Mr. Kennedy as well, and that is it. Let's have a look at Mr. Adam Moore. And the leader, Penrose, is coming into the pits. And it looks like Old Manzy struggled a little bit for grip coming out of that corner. Mr. Adam Moore trying to put a bit of pressure on the championship leader. Is he going to make this one happen? He's up the inside. Contact. And he's going to make it happen. It's through. Is MT going to be able to make the most of this too? This could be double trouble for Old Manzy as he goes down to P4. And it looks like he's going to stay there too. He's trying to come back round the outside. But it has been held on now by MT the Mighty. So Old Manzy's down into P4 in one sector. Dark Shadow is out. Where has Dark Shadow gone out? Dark Shadow's left the session. Maybe it was a retire in the pits. Don't listen to me, run your own race. Oh, why? I'd listen to you, Patronus. And Old Manzy looks like he's starting to struggle on these medium tyres now, and he needs to get a little bit more out of them. I was going to have a look at tyre situation again, but we'll do that again a little bit later. And now, Immortal. Look how close Immortal is to Old Manzy now. I mean, Old Manzy needs... Sorry, Immortal needs Old Manzy to have a mare in order to win the... that was very professional, wasn't it? Needs him to have a mare. He needs Old Manzy to... something bad to happen to Old Manzy. And it looks like Immortal is going to make the move happen here on Daniel P45. And it was seeing that flashing light of LCFC Dave. Can he go for 2 in 1? Oh, Dave leaves space when he didn't need to. And Dave's rejoin is going to be a little bit bad here. And he's lost the place to Daniel. And Immortal's up into P7. But as I was saying, oh, Dave looks like it might actually be struggling with tyres. And he's caused a yellow flag there. And we've got Stars, who's close. And Stars has pitted, I think. Has he not? No, he hasn't pitted. Sorry, my mistake. So he needs something bad to happen to, as I was saying, he needs something bad to happen to him, Old Manzy. And he also needs to go and win the race, which is going to be very difficult to do. But doable. There's plenty of time to go. Bradshaw at the moment 0.5 seconds behind that's Smurf, and Smurf has picked up a 3-second time penalty for cutting corners. Old Manzy's used a little bit more of his ERS here, and I think he tried to defend from MT, and Immortal has gotten past the 2 drivers pitting. It might be an idea to start, they're going to be on different tyres, so Immortal is now only 3.3 seconds as Penrose sets the fastest lap of the race. He's up into P9. And he is the sort of provisional leader at the moment on the medium tyre. We've got everyone at the front is on mediums, but some of them are old. And then the next person to go on a different tyre is Smurf, so he's gone on for hards. Quick Mick is on hards and he's very close to Smurf. We'll see if he can make a move happen here and get himself into the points. At the moment, it is still, well, obviously it's still Old Manzy's, but if Old Manzy was to DNF, it would still be his anyway. So at the moment, it is comfortably Old Manzy's, but there's still plenty of time to go. You've got to feel sorry for Quick Mick. I think it was actually Smurf before who caused him to have front wing damage, so it looks like Quick Mick's sort of struggling a little bit with these hard tyres. Let's see how old they are. They're only 11 laps old. And once you get, and we've got a change at the front of the race as Mr. Adam Moore. Penrose has set the fastest lap again. Mr. Adam Moore gets past Old Manzy, I think. Or MT got past Mr. Adam Moore, that's what it was. Quick Mick is 1.1 behind Smurf, so he's not going to be able to make it happen this lap. So Gravedigger leads from MT the Mighty, and then Mr. Adam Moore. It's Trully Trifle with the fastest lap. He is down in P15 though, so it's not going to make too much of a difference, but there's still quite a few drivers that still need to pit, and it looked like Mr. Adam Moore was nearly going to lose control of his car there. full second gap between MT and Gravedigger. So Gravedigger's looking quite strong out on his own at the moment. Immortal's only 2 seconds behind Old Manzi now. That gap is coming down. Now it's down to 1.9. That's good news for Quick Mick. Any positions lost from Old Manzi really is good news for Quick Mick, but it's not going to mean much if he can't make up the positions himself. It looks like he is really starting to struggle on those hard tyres now. Pemrose 0.3 seconds behind Stars Orphan. He's probably going to make, he might even make a double overtake happen here, because it looks like LCFC Dave had a really bad exit there. He's gotten past Stars. I don't think he's going to get past Dave though. He is not able to get past Dave. Dave is looking like he's losing control of that car a little bit, and Pemrose is having to get off the accelerator. Oh, that was interesting. Pemrose is teleporting. Or Dave's teleporting. One or the other. Pemrose is going to be losing a lot of time here, getting stuck behind Dave. Mr. Adam Moore is very close to MT the Mighty. Old Manzi's not quite close enough to be able to make anything happen. I don't think Mr. Adam Moore's really going to make anything happen here without using ERS. He's just going to sit behind MT. But this is the section where MT is going to have to be careful. And it looks like he even might be able to make it happen here. No, the camera angle is sort of not doing me any favours. Old Manzi is going to pick up DRS, but it's only a 1.6 gap between him and Immortal now. Mr. Adam Moore is going to comfortably get past MT the Mighty here. Can Old Manzi? No, Old Manzi's too far away. Old Manzi could put pressure on MT. Pemrose gets past Dave very comfortably. Oh, look, it says I'm talking in game chat. Why does it say I'm talking in game chat? I shouldn't be. Do you want to have a look at the tyres? Yeah, we shall have a look at the tyres. There you go, Demonic Angel. So, Dave, Stars, Daniel Immortal, Old Manzi, MT, Mr. Adam Moore and Gravedigger are going to have to be starting to thinking about pitting at some point. Smurf has got on for the hard tyre. Bradshaw's went for mediums. Quick Mick on hards. Emotive Carrot went for hards quite early. Trully Trifle is on a fresh set of mediums. Mr. Kennedy is on very old softs. And Liam is on relatively new hards. I'll leave that there for a moment. Oh, sorry. My mistake. And that is an MT coming into the pits, which moves Immortal up into P4. And now he's only 1 second behind Old Manzi, and he might even... And Pemrose, look how fast Pemrose has gone. I think he's profiteering from this early pit. He is kind of getting stuck in traffic though, Pemrose. He might get past Daniel this time though, and does. Not quite. He should manage it here though. Daniel's trying to hold on. And there we go. There goes Pemrose. Now he's 5 seconds behind Immortal. We'll put the tyres away. Anyone not in the party? Oh, I hope they don't hear me. Oh, that is so awkward. Oh, please tell me everyone's in the party. Hopefully they talk to me and do like, who's that talking? Oh no, this is so embarrassing. So it's fine for me talking on a stream, but it's not. I'm not embarrassed to talk on a stream, but I am embarrassed to talk in a race. So. But it's not going to be ideal though if people are trying to concentrate. They just hear me yapping on. Am I definitely in a party? I'm just going to. No, yeah, there's nothing happening. I'm not in a party. Right, that should solve it. Can you guys... I'm just going to make sure you guys can still hear me. Yeah, it can still be heard. I don't know why it kicked me out of the party, because I was in a party before. So that's annoying. Bradshaw is not... No, sorry. Old Manzi's come into the pits, and he's gone for some hards. That's interesting, and even more interesting is Quick Mick... Oh, no. Well, Quick Mick is still past Old Manzi, but MT is now back past Quick Mick, and MT has pitted, so that's not good news for Quick Mick, because Quick Mick's going to have to pit again, and MT's in front of him, as if everything ended right now. Old Manzi is still champion, I think. Let me just check that. That would put him on 179. So, as everything stands at the moment, Old Manzi is champion. And Old Manzi is surely going to eat into Quick Mick's lead very quickly because of the fresh tyre. Everyone's quite far away from each other, apart from Carrot, who's really close to Mr. Kennedy. So let's have a look at that. Quick Mick is getting further and further away from MT, though. Gravedigger's coming into the pit, so we'll see what tyres he puts on, because there's not really much else going on. Oh, let's have a look if Carrot can get past Kennedy. No, he can't. Gravedigger has gone for... That looked like a hard tyre to me. No, he's taken hards off. No. Okay, no, he took mediums off and put hards on. It was just a weird glitch. So, it's hard tyres for Gravedigger, and he's come out in front of MT, and he's come out in front of Quick Mick by quite some... Well, not too some way, but quite a decent amount of way. But the big winner here is Patronus. Although Patronus isn't going to be able to take those mediums too... everyone's going to have to pit again. I wonder what the plan is for Quick Mick now. Is it to just try and go as long as he can and just do a two-stopper still, which would essentially be like doing a one-stopper because of the state of his tyres? And Emoto Carrot doesn't get past Mr. Kennedy. Bradshaw is getting closer and closer, and Old Manzi hasn't been able to eat into Quick Mick's lead as much as he would have liked. And Bradshaw is looking at trying to get past Stars. I think he's got the fresher tyres. Oh, much fresher tyres. Oh, what's happened with Adam? He's DNF. We've got a safety car. It's life saved. Immortals managed to get a free pit stop out of it. Pemrose hasn't got a free pit stop out of it, but he didn't need one, actually. Daniel's coming in. Dave's coming in. Smurf's coming in. Stars is coming in. That has saved a lot of people. Bradshaw's staying out, but I don't think he... We'll just have a look at tyres. Yeah, he doesn't need to come in. Stars is coming in. MT... Quick Mick has kind of been saved here. Oh, he can now sort of choose the tyre that he wants, and 40 laps, is it worth? Oh, I don't really know. Stars has gone on for some soft tyres, though. I'm just going to make sure my party's locked so people don't join. There we go. So Immortal has come out P5. This is exactly what Immortal would have needed, by the way. Immortal has come out P5 with a fresh set of medium tyres. Old Manzi, however, is P6, so one place behind him, so it's not quite as good news as I thought it would have been. It's more good news for... I mean, it's really good news for Quick Mick. It's good news for everybody, apart from those who pitted earlier, I guess, but even those who pitted earlier have kind of profited from it. It's good news for everybody. The grid's going to bunch up a little bit. It's going to give Quick Mick a chance to be on a sort of level playing field with everybody again. It's going to give Immortal as well a chance to be on a level playing field with everybody again. And he's used the hard tyres too. Presumably now he'll try and go a medium soft strategy. I think everyone is probably going to go for their current tyre, and then well, Dave and Stars are going to do and Liam are going to do a soft medium, but I think everyone else is probably going to do their current tyre and then a soft. Maybe it'll be a little bit harder for Pemrose and Bradshaw to take those, but I think Pemrose and Bradshaw started on softs, so if they've got another set of mediums, they could go straight onto the mediums. As Quick Mick catches the rest of the grid. And we shall watch the cars behind the safety car for a little bit longer. We are just waiting for Liam and Mr. Kennedy to catch the rest of the grid up. They should do at some point. Trulli Trifle catching Old Manzi up a little bit. That's going to be an interesting one to see how that develops between Trulli Trifle and Old Manzi. Okay, we're not going to ride on board with Trulli Trifle though, because I'm not listening to that noise. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. It may give them all a chance, but Stars already said he will do everything he can to stop Quick Mick. Well, yeah, I imagine he will do that. But there's a reason Quick Mick is challenging for the title and Stars is not. What's happened here? Why has Daniel lost a position to Trulli Trifle, or was it always? No, it was always like that. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I get confused with Penrose Patronus. It's because I commentated on a Div 2 race, I think, that you would have been in. I think Penrose was in the chat. And now you're here when Penrose is racing. It's very confusing. They probably muted you. Well, probably, Days. I hope not. Maybe my voice was encouraging them, because he is... Something happened. Somebody DNF'd. Yeah, Adam DNF'd as I left the party. Oh, sorry, as I joined the party. So I reckon my voice was inspiring Adam. He was completely lost without me. We should have a safety car in as it enters Sector 3 though, so we can get some racing underway. And Penrose is at the front, Bradshaw is at the front. I think Penrose probably shouldn't have put in. Maybe, potentially, a little bit. And the safety car is indeed in this lap. Gravedigger on those hards might get eaten alive by MT and Immortal, and Old Manzi might get eaten alive potentially by Trulli Trifle. It'll be interesting to see how Quick Mick can start here. How quickly he can get through drivers. Star's a little bit overly cautious at times, which might leave Quick Mick a chance to just get past him quite quickly. He also has a tendency to fall asleep from safety car restarts, as is already the time reflected on the standings. He's already 1.1 seconds behind as we start here, and Quick Mick is 0.1 behind him now. So Penrose has started very cleanly. Gravedigger is very close to Bradshaw. MT has been caught out a little bit again. Old Manzi has not been caught out at all. He's going potentially for a move here. He's got Trulli Trifle to worry about. Can Quick Mick get past Stars? That's the other battle that we're going to be wanting to look at. He's trying to go the long way, and Quick Mick has managed to get past Stars very quickly. That's exactly what he needed to do, and now he can start thinking about getting past everybody else. And Daniel P45, and there's a little bit of contact maybe between Trulli Trifle and Old Manzi. Smurf has managed to get past Daniel P45. Oh, those cars look like they were coming in a little bit quickly there. There might have been a little bit of damage there, potentially, but I think Daniel's going to survive it for now. They need to be careful here, the drivers. They're very close together. Gravedigger is very close to Penrose too. We've got some interesting battles going on in the midfield here. MT the Mighty trying to get past Bradshaw. It's a 3-second penalty for Daniel, who keeps corner cutting. Trulli Trifle's gone round the inside of Old Manzi. There's contact. There's contact, and oh, he's nearly hit the Haas on the way round as well. Old Manzi's down to P8 after that little collision with Trulli Trifle. LCFC Dave's going to put a load of pressure on. Dave has managed to get past Daniel P45. Quick Mick wasn't really able to make too much of that. Old Manzi's now got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. I think Trulli Trifle's little move there might have got in his head a little bit, and Gravedigger has now taken the lead of the race from Penrose, and it looked like Bradshaw's struggling there with the brakes. Immortal is struggling to keep up with the rest of the pack. LCFC Dave's trying to get past Old Manzi. He's got much better tyres to do so. surely you've got to think that Dave's going to be able to make a move happen at some point. Quick Mick's very close to Daniel P45, who you would also expect to make moves happen. Yes, that was very good. And we've got a VSC, because Liam and... Oh, Kennergy's out. I saw an Alpine, I got worried, I thought Quick Mick was out. I saw an Alpine was stationary, I got really worried. It says VSC, but I can see a safety car on track. So I think this could be a potential full safety car, which might be good for people like Trulli, Bradshaw and Penrose to pit. Yeah, it now says full safety car. So, let's keep an eye on the pits, shall we? Gravedigger is presumably going to stay out. Penrose is coming in. MT staying out. Bradshaw out. Immortal out. Smurf out. Trulli out. Old Manzi out. LCF, yeah, it looks like everyone is going to stay out other than Penrose, who's coming in. That could be a good move, you know, for Penrose. There's been a little bit of, what's the word that I'm looking for? Shenanigans going on in the midfield today. Congratulations on the title, Penrose. Liam is oh no, he's getting a new front wing, so presumably something happened with Liam and Mr. Kennergy. So Gravedigger will be restarting the race. He's looked very quick. Immortal is up into P4, and he doesn't have a lot of people. He's got Bradshaw on six lap older tyres than him. As things stand, it is still Old Manzi winning the title, though, but he is definitely on the worst tyre. It's either him or Trulli Trifle on the or Bradshaw on the worst tyre on track, but it's definitely in the bottom 3 tyre choices, I think. And he's only 3 places in front of Quick Mick, which, if things go badly and things go well for Quick Mick, could see Quick Mick winning the title. Such drama! Well, safety car is going to stay out for a little bit longer, so I need to find something else to talk about. Yeah, no, nothing. If Mr. Neon was still here, we could talk about constructors, I guess. I think that's the main reason Haas have got so many points in constructors. Because he's now challenging to win races in Division 2, so... Probably didn't really have any business being in Div 4. Oh my god, Liam's still in the race. Liam is still in the race, although he did just have to pit for wing damage and Mr. Kennergy is out, so I think maybe something happened between Liam and Mr. Kennergy. It's an Aston Martin sandwich at the moment. So both Alfa Romeo's out. We've lost a Ferrari, we've lost an Alpine. So the only teams that have got both drivers on track at the moment are Aston Martin, Mercedes, Red Bull, Haas. I wonder how likely it is that Haas can steal a constructors actually, because Bradshaw's in P3. Well, Daniel hadn't got great tyres. Well, a win for Bradshaw, though he hasn't have great tyres. A win for Bradshaw and then some decent points for Daniel could really stir things up. And speaking of stirring things up, the safety car is in this lap. Right. So, Gravedigger is going to take things nice and slow. It looks like Immortal's a little bit very far behind everybody else. Why is he so far behind? The safety car's coming in this lap, mate. You might want to get a move on. So anyway, I'm going to ride on board with Gravedigger to make sure he restarts safely. Immortal is now getting closer to everybody else, luckily, and Gravedigger has got us underway, and he's sort of left MT behind, and Smurf is going to be able to put a load of pressure on here, and he might actually get past Immortal. Immortal's going to hold his ground, but Smurf's gone very deep and nearly causes an accident, and that's caused Immortal to lose a place to Tully Trifle. Now he's going to be under pressure from Old Manzi, and Dave's going to be thinking about making a move too, but man, not really. Old Manzi only 0.1 behind Immortal. Dave's not far away, but Dave didn't really want that. He would have wanted Old Manzi to have been a little bit more in trouble than that. So Immortal, who could have potentially gained positions off the restart, has lost positions off the restart, and it was a little bit not very good driving, to be honest, from Smurf, who's just come out of nowhere. Quick Mick, however... Oh, what's happened? What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? Oh, Trilly Trifles lost it. Trilly Trifles lost it. I thought it was... Well, it might have been Old Manzi for a second. Quick Mick has managed to get past Dave. He's holding on, he's holding on. Yes, Quick Mick has managed to get past Dave. So it's now all three of the World Championship contenders are all behind each other. Although Old Manzi does have a time penalty. Oh, that's interesting. And oh, Smurf slowed down, and Smurf's going to lose a position to Old Manzi and to Immortal. And here comes Quick Mick. He's trying to go up the inside of Old Manzi. He's not going to make it happen on this occasion. He's used a lot of his DRS to make that one happen, though. He's managed to get past Smurf. I don't think Old Manzi was expecting that one. But he did... Well, he wanted to try and get in front of Old Manzi as quickly as he could, because he knows if he can get past Old Manzi and then get past Immortal, he will be world champion. And it is looking very... I mean, with Old Manzi having a time penalty at the moment, I think that would put him behind Dave and potentially even behind Stars, although maybe Stars would deliberately slow down as to not lose him too many places. But I think regardless of what would happen with that, I think Quick Mick might have done enough as things stand to be champion, and he's not using his ERS as wisely as he could here, although maybe I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about as he looks to go around the outside, but I would have saved my ERS if you were going to use it for the straight section, and this is playing into Immortal's hands a little bit, although maybe putting under the pressure means that Old Manzi won't be able to have DRS, although DRS hasn't been enabled anyway, so I haven't got a clue what I'm on about. Quick Mick is going for the move here, and I think Old Manzi's just going to let it happen. Quick Mick is past Old Manzi, so he's now gotten it on track as well as with the penalty. And I think because of where Dave, Stars and Liam are, it could potentially put Old Manzi down a few positions. Probably down in 8th or something. Which means that as things stand, Quick Mick is going to be champion. And that didn't look very likely about 25 laps ago. How quickly things can change. Oh, that was a little bit of a mistake, I think, from Quick Mick. I looked down at the chat for a second, and the next thing I saw, he looked like he was going a little bit slow, but he's looking okay. Immortal's 0.7 behind Bradshaw. But Quick Mick is very close. It looks like Old Manzi might just get past Quick Mick again here with the DRS, but remember those penalties. Let's just have a look at... They're all 3-second time penalties. We're going to go away from the tyres because they're kind of getting in the way again. MT the Mighty's picked up a 3-second time penalty. And Quick Mick is managed to hold on to DRS. Immortal's used quite a lot of his ERS, and he's not doing a great job of sticking with Bradshaw, and he needs to win the race. I think that for Immortal, it's not looking likely at the moment. But this has gone from looking likely to be an Old Manzi win to now a Quick Mick win, and maybe we'll have even more twists and turns to the rest of this race. We surely will. LCFC Dave might be quite happy to just sit behind these drivers here, so he doesn't have to actually go for any overtakes himself. Stars Orphan down in P10. And Trully Trifle has picked up the fastest lap on hard tyres. And LCFC Dave, he's trying to go around the outside of Daniel P45. Daniel's going to have a better exit there, and now he's got to watch out for Stars. Smurf looking to put Old Manzi under pressure. Old Manzi has now been dropped by Quick Mick. He's not going to get DRS here. This is a potential for Smurf, although he wasn't quite brave enough going into that corner. Old Manzi does not have DRS. Here comes Smurf. Is Daniel going to be thinking about it too? This could be an absolute disaster for Old Manzi. He's behind Smurf. He's behind Daniel. And he's going to be put under pressure from Dave now. Liam's gotten past Pemrose. How did Pemrose get down there? Pemrose down in P11. I missed something. LCFC Dave is all over the back of Old Manzi. We've got a yellow flag, we've got a retired Pemrose, and we've got a safety car. And we've got a retired Liam too. I'm not too sure what happened there. Good news for Truly Trifle. It's sort of bad news for Immortal though, because he needs people to not... He needs people... Well, he needs Old Manzi and Quick Mick to finish outside of the points. So, it's not good news for Immortal. It's probably only really good news. Well, let's have a look at the tyre situation. So it's good news for Bradshaw, MT and Gravedigger. This could be the opportunity for some people to just maybe stick on a hard tyre and try and go to the end, maybe. Well, Gravedigger's staying out, MT's staying out, Bradshaw's staying out. A lot of drivers staying out. Immortal's coming in. Quick Mick's coming in. Smurf coming in. Daniel staying out. Old Manzi's staying out. Dave staying out. Star's staying out. Carrot staying out. And Trulli, well, he's got fresh hard, so he's going to come out in last place. Quick Mick down in P10. It's a quick change for Immortal. And there's Quick Mick behind Smurf. Oh, he's come out behind Smurf. That's a disaster. He went in front of Smurf, but he's come out behind him. So Quick Mick, although he does have a fresh pair of softs, he's going to have to pit again. And Immortal has gone for what I said, of a fresh set of hards. And I think Smurf's going for a sort of fresh set of hards. Immortal's going to try and go to the end. That's risky. I think it's a okay move. He's going to have to try and get 28 laps out of them, is that? Yeah, 28 laps. Oh, I don't know, actually. Now that I say it, it seems a little bit difficult. Maybe 2 soft stints, if it was possible, would have been the right call. But we've now lost Liam, Pemrose, Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Adam Moore, Dark Shadow and C. Bradshaw, which means that the only teams that have got 2 is just horrible for Pemrose. After things looked so good for AlphaTauri in qualifying. Oh, hello. I could have sworn I just saw something go flying. What's happened? That is a no front wing for Smurf, so Smurf is going to have to pit again here. I guess Smurf has smashed into the back of Immortal. It looks like Immortal's come around unscathed, which is going to leave the door open for Truly Trifle to get past Smurf at least. And then put Quick Mick under pressure, but I think Quick Mick's going to be okay because of his because of the tyres. I think Quick Mick is now on the best strategy because everyone, apart from maybe Immortal, is going to have to pit again. No, okay, no, that was Smurf coming in for a pit stop, and it is only Smurf coming in for a pit stop. And Truly Trifle is probably going to come out in front of Smurf. Yeah, new front wing. Truly Trifle up into P11. Smurf is on. Fresh softs again. Yeah, those softs. These softs will not make it to the end. I don't think the mediums will make it to the end either. I don't even think Immortal's hards are going to make it to the... I think Immortal might make it to the end, but he's going to be very slow towards the last few laps. Old Manzi, Daniel, Bradshaw, MT, Gravedigger, Dave, Stars and Carrot definitely have to pit again. Truly Trifle and Immortal might be okay. Quick Mick and Smurf will probably have to pit again. I think they've accounted for that in their strategy, though. I think it's going to be a soft and then a soft. Mediums will make it to the end. Well, mediums might make it to the end, but I don't think 20, 16 and 13 lap old mediums will make it to the end. Safety car in this lap then, so I'm going to ride on board with Gravedigger to make sure he does everything correctly. I'm very surprised a lot of the drivers didn't pit there, to be honest. I think Immortal might have made a mistake going for the hards. I think Quick Mix made the right call. He's now probably on the best tyre. Gravedigger starts well. MT not really caught out. The two Haas drivers right at the front. If it wasn't for the two Red Bull drivers being so far up the field, this could be a potential shocker in the championship. If one of them can get a high position, if they can work together, they might be able to make something happen. You never know. And Quick Mick has managed to get past Immortal already on those soft tyres. He's surely going to make light work of Carrot here. And does. He's passed Carrot already. He's up into P8. And now he's got to get past Old Manzy's teammate. But he's got a much bigger tyre advantage to do so. Just going to stay on board with Quick Mick. I think Stars is probably going to be a little bit too cautious. Which I think is going to cause Quick Mick to get past him. It's a great line from Quick Mick, and he's going to burn Stars here as he goes. It's brilliant driving to go up the inside. Brilliant car positioning. He manages to get past Stars cleanly, and he's up into P7. Old Manzy's getting closer to Daniel, but he's not really close enough. And Quick Mick is now only 2 places behind Old Manzy. Immortal hasn't been able to make as much progress, but again, he's going for the marathon, not a sprint approach. And Stars Orphan has just been left completely in the dust. LCFC Dave's going for a move on Old Manzy, and LCFC Dave is past Old Manzy, is he? Oh, little bit of contact maybe, and I think he's okay. And now Quick Mick can get past his championship rival. And he's going to try and get it done at the end of Sector 1. And Old Manzy has to sort of yield, but it's a good move from Quick Mick as he gets himself up into P6. And if he does win the World Championship off of this drive, it's thoroughly deserved. It would have been really easy to have thrown his toys out the pram after what happened to him at the beginning, but he stayed cool as a cucumber. And now he's going to get past LCFC Dave, surely for P5, as he's gone for the same move that he pulled on, I can't remember who it was. Was it Carrot maybe? Or Smurf? But he's now up into P5 and he's absolutely flying, and he's surely going to catch Daniel and Bradshaw and MT very quickly. This could be advantage Quick Mick. Within 5 or 6 laps, he might be in the lead with how fast he's going. DRS has now been enabled and he's in DRS range. And can Old Manzy get past Dave here? He's going the long game. I think there needs to be a little bit more. Oh, what's happened with Liam? Oh, Liam's just left. I think there might be a little bit more urgency required from Old Manzy here, potentially. Smurf has gotten past his teammate, so Smurf's going to start putting him under pressure now with those tyres. Smurf trying to go around the outside, but wasn't really any room to get past Old Manzy. And Quick Mick is getting right on top of Bradshaw. Surely going to go for the same move that he's pulled on Smurf and Dave? No, what Dave was it? Old Manzy? I don't know. The same move that he likes to pull here. No, this time he's forced to the outside. Bradshaw defends up the inside, but Quick Mick is just too quick for him, and he's gotten past him with ease. It's a great move from Quick Mick, as now he's also within DRS range of Bradshaw's teammate. Carrot has gotten past Stars, but it looks like Carrot isn't giving this one up yet. That's holding Immortal up a little bit though. Stars not quite having a lot of traction. He's completely forced Immortal off track there. That was bad driving from Stars Orphan. And what's happened here? Someone's gone into the pit maybe? Yeah, we've got a Haas in the pit. Bradshaw's in the pits. Smurf trying to get past Dave. And it looks like the Ferrari is going to hold on to that place. And he does. And now he's going to be able to try and go and get Old Manzi again. Quick Mick wouldn't be able to make that much of a dent in Daniel P45's lead, but he will now that we're in the more tricky section of the track. So Bradshaw's gone on to mediums, and he's going to finish the race on those mediums. And he's 18 seconds behind Immortal, who is also going to try and take that tyre to the end. I think it is now between Immortal and Bradshaw. Sorry, Immortal, yeah, I'll get there in a second. Give me a minute. Between Quick Mick, Immortal and Bradshaw for a potential win. Maybe Smurf too. Because Smurf is showing a decent bit of pace, although he is a little bit stuck behind Old Manzi. And here comes Quick Mick up into a podium place. There he goes. And Smurf is past Old Manzi too, so double delight for Quick Mick. And he's now 1.1 seconds behind MT, who's on 21 lap old mediums. Stars has pitted for the medium tyre. That's probably a good call for Stars. I think a lot of the drivers should be thinking about that one really. It's also going to allow Immortal to have a little bit less pressure. Quick Mick has managed to now get within a second of MT the Mighty, which means he's going to have DRS. Trilly Trifle is close to Carrot. I don't think he's going to be able to make anything happen here. And now I would say it's very important, Mick, not to get any penalties. Trilly Trifle very close to Carrot, doesn't quite make the move happen there. As we ride on board with Quick Mick. Focus on Quick Mick, now we're on board with Quick Mick. Oh no, we've got an advert at the worst time. Smurf has just set the fastest lap, interestingly. Quick Mick goes up the inside of MT the Mighty, and he's going to make that stick. And here comes Daniel P45, who tried to follow him up there. And there was a little bit of a lead that MT had managed to... And Immortal's past Trilly. Oh, little bit of contact, little bit of contact. Be careful, guys. I think Immortal just wants to get past Trilly Trifle as quickly as he can. Oh, and there comes Carrot. And I think Trilly Trifle's going to try and position his car to go up the inside. No, he's braked quite early. He's being quite safe there, Trilly Trifle. I was a little bit worried that we might be about to see an incident. At the moment, though, it is sort of two races going on. One between Quick Mick, who will probably take the lead from Gravedigger within the next 4 laps, I'd say. As we have from RSF1 Hunt, Mick's doing everything he needs to, which is entirely correct, and he'll need to lead before pitting and then catch Immortal, but he might not need to, and that is what I think it's going to be. I think he's not going to need to. I think if everyone was doing Immortal's strategy of not pitting, then it could be a little bit more, maybe Immortal can do something here, as, Daniel gets past MT, and I missed that one, and MT's trying to get back round the outside, and he might lose a position to Smurf here, and he sort of does. So he's sending Smurf... Oh, no! Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was a big crash. That was a big crash. MT has got a 5-second penalty, but we were on board with MT, and I didn't see anything. And now that is going to be a disaster for Quick Mick. It's going to potentially ruin his strategy. He might need to come in for mediums here. If he's got a set of mediums, I think everyone should come in for mediums or softs if they've got fresh softs. Everyone needs to come in. That's completely going to ruin Immortal's plans and Mick's plans and Trilly's plans. And Daniel and Smurf have just smashed into each other. That was a horrible crash. That was absolutely horrible. So let's have a look on safety car. So Stars is down in P10. Stars and Bradshaw can probably stay out here. And I wonder if Immortal is going to stay on his hards or not. Gravedigger is coming in. Mick's coming in. MT, he's coming in. Old Manzi's coming in. Dave? is coming in. Immortal. Immortal's staying out. Truly Trifle's coming in. Carrot's coming in. Oh no. Immortal's going to get eaten alive on the restart. Immortal is currently leading. That's where he needs to be. That's where he needs to finish. And looking at the... I think that's just a little bit of a glitch from Gravedigger. I think he's about to teleport out. Yeah, there we go. Quick Mick is now P3. Well, he was P2, and he's got a good set of soft tyres here. He's going to have to get about 18 laps. Hello, old RSF1 source. I can't say I've commentated on any of your races, but welcome back. You've watched the stream at the absolute perfect time. We've got some drama on our hands here. The only teams that have got 2 drivers left in the race are Mercedes and Red Bull. So there's only one McLaren, only one Aston Martin, only one AlphaTauri, only one Williams, yeah, and only one Haas, only one Alpine. Easy to take the softs to the end. 21 laps on those softs. Well, potentially, but I also saw Smurf struggling with them quite a lot on lap 13, but then there would have been, the cars would have been a lot heavier then. I think mediums are probably... I think Quick Mick might be able to make enough of a gap before the mediums start to be better. So Gravedigger's going to have to come in with the drive of his life here. This is going to be an exciting last few minutes. I'm going to be back in 30 seconds. If anyone wants to take a little 30-second break, now's the time, because I would not go anywhere now if I were you guys. We are going to have some drama for the last 18 laps of this race. Right, I've come back just in time. I took the opportunity to refill my glass. So, I'm just going to take a drink. Safety car is in this lap. I am talking, aren't I? It's picking up my voice, isn't it? Hello. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Right, we're going to ride on board with Immortal as he is taking it right to the end, and I think he's completely right to do that. And he kind of caught Gravedigger out there. How is Quick Mick going to be able to react to this situation? Is he going to be able to get into P2 straight away? Old Manzi is now back on the soft tyres, so that's brought him right back into contention. And Quick Mick is now past Gravedigger, and surely Immortal is going to be in deep trouble now. LCFC Dave has lost quite a bit of ground to Old Manzi. At the moment, if everything ends like this, Quick Mick is champion. Truly Trifle's past Stars. Truly Trifle and Stars fighting, and I think something happened. Stars had to yield because he just lost the position to Carrot. And Immortal is not going to be able to defend against Quick Mick for the whole 18 laps. And I think he knows it, and I think he knows he's made a mistake as Immortal is breezed past, and it looks like Gravedigger's going to try and go up the inside, and now Immortal is down into P3. Gravedigger's past him. Old Manzi is going to probably get past Immortal too. I think Immortal made a little bit of a mistake there at the McLaren garage. Gravedigger's trying to get past Quick Mick. Quick Mick's burning all of his ARS. I don't think you need to. You've got a better tyre. You're going to be fine. And Old Manzi now looking to make the move on Immortal. And it looks like LCFC Dave's gone up the inside of Immortal too. Immortal's tumbling. Immortal needs another safety car. This might have been the worst strategy call. And it's Dave with a 3-second time penalty. So that's good news for Old Manzi. But Old Manzi is still currently behind Immortal and Bradshaw and Trulli Trifle. And you've got to expect that Bradshaw and Trulli Trifle are going to get past Immortal very quickly. And now it's between Gravedigger and Old Manzi. And at the moment, Quick Mick is champion, but LCFC Dave is doing a really good job of holding up the rest of the pack. I don't think that's his intention. Slight mistake from Quick Mick. Gravedigger is going to try and get past him here. He's going to see that flashing red light and lick his lips. Quick Mick sends him round the outside. He's going to try and do him with a little switch. It's a great move from Gravedigger and forces him off the track a little bit. Oh no, that's not what you want to see. Gravedigger's been knocked off the track. And now it's a fight between Old Manzi and Quick Mick. But Old Manzi's got time penalties. Gravedigger's managed to get past Dave. I don't know if Dave felt bad for him and let him go because of the little incident. But well, if Gravedigger being knocked out of the way means that we get to see the two championship rivals fight each other. Gravedigger's picked up a 3-second time penalty now, so it is now fully advantage Quick Mick. But Gravedigger's 3-second time penalty is also a bit of an advantage for Old Manzi because it means he is now surely second on track. But that's not going to be enough. He needs to win this race. We could see a 15-lap showdown because Gravedigger's 1.4 seconds behind. He's not going to have DRS unless he can catch them up quickly. We could see a 15-lap showdown between Old Manzi and Quick Mick, and I think Quick Mick might be starting to regret burning his ERS as much as he did, and I think Old Manzi is just going to be... I think it's advantage Old Manzi now. Oh, he has got the time penalty. No, he's got the time... Oh, what happened there? Old Manzi's been spun around by Quick Mick, and Quick Mick needs to be careful that he doesn't pick up any post-race penalties for this driving. Someone needs to tell him to calm down a little bit because that was a bad move on Gravedigger, and it looked like there might have potentially been something at fault with Old Manzi because Old Manzi's now down into P10. So it is good news for Quick Mick so far, and okay news for Immortal, actually, who hasn't actually tumbled down the order as much as I thought he was going to. I think Old Manzi's going to be absolutely furious, though. Immortal title, not quite days. He needs a lot of things to go his way. Smurf has left the session. That was enough drama for him. And LCFC Dave is now P2 as he managed to get past Gravedigger. LCFC Dave challenging for the race win to completely throw things up in the air. That looked like he could have got a potential warning there. I'd turn that ARS off now. You don't need it. Well, okay, we're still using it. Can Gravedigger get past Quick Mick here? He's been forced to the outside. Well, not forced to the outside, but he's going around the outside. He is going to get past Quick Mick. And now Immortal can come right back here. And what was looking unlikely now is still kind of unlikely, but possible if something happened. Quick Mick is going to have to pit again. No, he's not. Sorry. No, that was before the safety car. Ignore that. He's not going to have to pit again. being so close to Quick Mick with the time penalties ahead of him. If something happened to Quick Mick, at the moment, Immortal would be champion. And that is how backwards and forwards this race has been swinging. If Immortal has caused enough carnage with incidents with other drivers to get a post-race penalty and everything ended the way it is now, Immortal, I think, is champion. And oh my god, what a comeback that would be after this whole season I've been saying he makes too many mistakes to be champion, to then go on and win it. I'd have to go and eat humble pie. And LCFC Dave has just set the fastest lap of the race. Immortal is now going to overtake Quick Mick with 16-lap old hard tyres. The longer this race goes on, the more of an advantage it's going to be for Immortal, because those softs are going to lose their speed a lot faster than Immortal's hards are going to lose it. And Quick Mick might be a little bit rocked here because he's now down in P4 and he's going to be potentially put under pressure by Bradshaw as well. Looks like he's struggling. I'm not too sure what's happening. Maybe he sustained some kind of damage off of the hits with who was it? Gravedigger and Old Manzi. Yeah, it was Gravedigger, wasn't it? Was it Gravedigger? Yeah, it was Gravedigger and Old Manzi, although Gravedigger is now back in front. I'm not too sure what happened. Quick Mick has used a lot of his ERS. Trulli Trifle. Oh, goodness. And MT the Mighty. MT the Poorly. Trying to get past Trulli Trifle. And Trulli Trifle might have something to say about this race too, because he is a very fast driver. Bradshaw trying to get past Quick Mick. Quick Mick is struggling out there. I'm not too sure what's happened. He's got DRS now, and it looks like Bradshaw might be able to get past him. And because of the positioning of Immortal's car, oh, Quick Mick's gone up the inside. He's not going to be able to make it stick. That was nearly a bit of an incident. But Gravedigger and Dave are right at the front, but they are 2.3 seconds ahead of Immortal. If Immortal continues to be put under pressure, it's not going to be a win for him, which isn't going to be good. But as I said earlier, the more this race goes on, the more of an advantage it's going to be for Immortal. Old Manzi is 4.2 seconds behind Stars with a time penalty. It's almost... You've almost got to say it's over for Old Manzi, and I don't know if that's going to mean the stewards are going to be more harsh on Quick Mick for knocking him out of the way because of the effect that it's had on this race right at the end. Pens, yeah, it's 3-second penalties for everyone. So Old Manzi, MT, Gravedigger and Dave all on 3-second penalties. Quick Mick has a chip in his front right, so he does have damage. You've got a better eye than I have. And Quick Mick is very far behind Immortal now, and he's going to lose out to Bradshaw, and Trulli Trifle has just barged in. You can't go that close. Oh no, Quick Mick's been knocked around. And now it's advantage Immortal. Quick Mick's the wrong way, and Old Manzi's past him. Oh no! This is not how we wanted this to end. I thought with how Dave was slowing down. Yeah, Dave at the moment is winning, which means that because of the gap between Immortal and Gravedigger, and Immortal and Dave, Dave is winning this race, which is going to mean that Immortal gets P2, which means as things stand, Old Manzi is the champion. Huh! Oh, Immortal, why didn't you go on for mediums or softs? Oh, Immortal. This would be the most costly mistake of the lot. He's now 3 seconds behind Gravedigger, so now it's going to be P3 on track. Old Manzi, I think Stars has just let him go. I think Stars has let him out of the position to get him a little bit closer. MT and Carrot are fighting each other in the Mercedes, which is going to allow Old Manzi to get a little bit closer up. And it's now 3.3 seconds between Old Manzi and Dave. And Trulli Trifle's trying to get past Bradshaw, and Bradshaw and Trulli Trifle haven't had the final say in this either. The hit to Manzi wasn't intentional. Well, I'm sure it wasn't. Yeah, this is a very dramatic ending. Dave's tyres haven't gone yet, but they're probably going to go at some point. Earlier before, for those watching, Smurf started to struggle on his softs when they were 13 laps old. I think the mediums started to struggle on around 18 laps old, so it's not entirely over for Immortal, but he's got old tyres too, so... And it looks like Bradshaw's struggling with the mediums now too, because he's not exactly raking Immortal in. At the moment, it is Gravedigger who is going to win the race. Dave second, Immortal P3. I did know who had the fastest lap. I think it's I think it's Dave, actually. Dave is now past Gravedigger. I think Dave has the fastest lap. Bradshaw's now past Immortal. So it's bad news for Immortal, good news for Old Manzi, as he's up into P8. Although it is still going to be... Oh, Quick Mick's gone for a new... Oh, I guess, yeah, he had damage, so Quick Mick has gone for a fresh front wing. As Immortal looks to fight Trulli Trifle, and Immortal's down into P5 now. And our awesome ending is kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like when stars just sort of like explode and then like nothing happens, sort of like that. Like we had an explosion of excitement, and now there's not really much going on as Gravedigger looks to get past Dave for the lead. And Gravedigger is past Dave for now. Dave's going to have an opportunity to come back at him. And if we look at the ERS situation though, Immortal is got an advantage on that front at least. Oh, what's happened here? It's now only 1.8 behind Bradshaw and Dave. So there might have been something that's... I imagine Gravedigger and Dave fighting each other is now going to potentially lose them both a potential win, because now it's a 1.9 second gap. And it's really difficult to keep track of Immortal in all this. But if Immortal can use Bradshaw and Trulli to get closer to Dave and Golddigger and then overtake them at the end, we've still got a little bit of drama. It's not over yet in the last 7 laps of this race. I imagine Stars is going to back off completely. It would be a little bit rubbish if he just let Old Manzi go and then overtook him because of the penalties anyway. I'm sure that's on Old Manzi's mind if it's not on Stars'. Not enough laps to catch. No, I don't think it's going to be enough laps to catch. As it stands, yeah, Old Manzi 185, Mick 181, Immortal 174. I've got to feel a little bit for Immortal, but it looks like it's not over yet, because Bradshaw and Trulli keep fighting, and Dave and... Oh, well, Dave is now 1.6 behind Gravedigger, actually. So, yeah, I think Dave's softs have really fallen off here. He's going to try and take them to the end, but if it's anything like Smurf, they fell off very quickly, and they lost traction very quickly, and Smurf lost a lot of positions before he pit. Still DRS for Immortal. Trulli Trifle is now only 1.1 behind Dave. And if Dave keeps losing positions, I feel a bit sorry for him. Bradshaw's mediums haven't fallen off yet. He's still sticking with Trulli, even though there's a 4-lap difference. Trulli Trifle is now DRS range behind Dave, and it looks like Gravedigger might be able to just sort of waltz away after he won last week. Dave is going to finish outside the top 5 at this rate. It's a shame that Gravedigger hasn't been a little bit more consistent this whole season, because he keeps winning races recently. He keeps finishing high. He could have been in to challenge here. Bradshaw has now fallen out of DRS range, which means there's potential for Immortal to get back up into P4, and he's using his ERS to try and make it happen. Trulli Trifle is now past Dave. Dave's ERS has gone. Trulli's got a flashing red light. Bradshaw is not going to be overtaken by Immortal this time. Dave has now lost out to Trulli Trifle. Trulli Trifle is currently leading the race when you take penalties into account. I think it is just... well, he's going to be okay. He's going to overtake Dave. It is P4 currently for Immortal, and it's P9 currently for Old Manzi. But Stars does not look like he's interested in putting any pressure on his teammate whatsoever. And Immortal and Bradshaw, it looks like those mediums have fallen off now for Bradshaw. Can Immortal, if he doesn't make it happen here, he'll make it happen on the straight, surely. And then he'll probably go and catch Dave. And Old Manzi is past Carrot. So, but he still has a 3-second time penalty. And if he can catch MT with 6.6 seconds, but at the moment, Old Manzi is going to be behind both Carrot and Stars, but I think it's going to be P8 for Old Manzi. Immortal needs to win, and he wasn't able to get past Bradshaw there. You've got a lot of ERS, now's the time to use it. You haven't got a lot of time. Bradshaw has managed to get back in with DRS range though because of Dave. Dave's really dropping off. Carrot's sticking with Old Manzi very well, but both of those tyres are going to be really difficult. I'd imagine Quick Mick has the fastest lap because he's on soft tyres, and if he's not the quickest, he's definitely top 5 quickest, and I'd imagine he's going to be able to put fastest laps or faster laps than what everyone else is able to put up with those tyres. So presumably Quick Mick has the fastest lap. 5 laps to go. There's still plenty of time for something to happen here, but because of Dave's loss of pace, it's going to... Oh, no, 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 no! That's not what we wanted from Immortal. Immortal has potentially now lost it completely, and he's really struggling with this car. He really should have gone for the soft or the medium tyre. And now it's really... as Bradshaw gets past Dave, who he too is struggling. Unless somebody causes an extremely late safety car, we're not going to have anything happen here. Stars trying to get past Carrot. It might be a good idea for Stars to be a little bit more aggressive with Carrot there and then try and hold them up. Dave closer to Bradshaw. Immortal has now lost the position to MT, but because of the penalties it's still going to be P5, but that is only going to be 10 points for Immortal, which is only going to put him on 174, which is not enough. As things stand, Old Manzi is going to be champion. And it really could have been Immortal. It really could have been Immortal. He's going to be absolutely kicking himself in that cockpit, I think. Gravedigger has... I didn't see... he must have lost it a while ago, but Gravedigger has now lost P1 to Trulli Trifle, but Trulli Trifle had it anyway because of the penalties. Immortal really struggling with MT. 10 lap older hard tyres. Got to feel a bit for him. He's not going to have DRS now. Dave also struggling on those softs. Gravedigger trying to beat Trulli on track. And it's now impossible for us to get a safety car. Unless something dramatic happens with people racing. Right. Immortal needs a miracle. Gravedigger trying to get closer and closer to Trulli Trifle. This race has had absolutely everything. It's been an absolute privilege to commentate on. I've really enjoyed it. And it's certainly not over yet, but there's still a chance for a twist of the tail. We have had everything from the beginning of the race where it was advantage Old Manzi to then the middle of the race where it looked like Quick Mick was going to do it, and then towards the end where it looked like Immortal might have been able to get something happen. And to be honest, I think he would have made it happen had he pitted for the mediums or for the softs, being the only driver who didn't pit as well. Going to really damage him. Maybe he'll have his reasons for it, because he would have come out in like P6 or P7 or something, and he just thought, I'll just try and hold people back for as long as I can. But either way, Dave is very close to Bradshaw, as Bradshaw's tyres have sort of given up as well. MT is getting closer and closer. No, he's not, sorry. Well, he will be now because of that little mistake from Dave. MT's getting further and further away from Immortal though. Carrot is sticking with Old Manzi, so it is going to be P8 for Old Manzi, which means if Immortal had won, he would have been world champion. As it stands, he's only going to be 2 positions above his rival. No, 3 positions above his rival because of the penalties. Gravedigger, let's watch along then, as it looks like it's going to be between Gravedigger and Trulli Trifle, as Trulli gets us going on the final lap. Carrot not really able to put up much of a challenge on Old Manzi. Trulli goes up the inside to cover the inside and to stop some slipstream. ERS is very similar. It's not going to be too much drama though because of the penalties. Gravedigger will want to make sure that he holds on to P2. Shame we lost the Haas of Daniel, because if he had been as high up as Bradshaw or higher, it looks like Dave might actually be able to get past Bradshaw here. They must be like racing with rollerblades out there. Is Gravedigger going to try and make it happen on track? It doesn't look like it. Trulli is going to be the winner of the Spanish Grand Prix and the final Grand Prix of F1 23. As he comes around the last few corners now, and I do apologise if my voice sounds a little bit deflated, but I really wanted us to have a little bit more of a championship battle between Mick, Old Manzi and Immortal. But Trulli comes home in P2, Gravedigger P1, Gravedigger P2, Bradshaw P3, Dave P4, Immortal gets P5, Old Manzi is about to cross the line. He's going to get P8. Can't imagine Carrot's going to stay where he is. Carrot gets P7, Old Manzi P9, and the unfortunate Quick Mick. As Quick Mick comes across the line for P10. And there we have it. Our fastest lap would have been Quick Mick, I think. Oh, I've been kicked out of the party again. What's that all about? There we go. I'm back in my party. Yeah. There wasn't really much happening though, Patronus. But congratulations to Trulli, Bradshaw, and not Immortal, Gravedigger. I think I should be able to choose when the adverts happen. That'll be better. So commiserations to Quick Mick. And although Immortal sort of decided in the chat earlier that title was done, commiserations to Quick Mick too. But a huge congratulations to Old Manzi. It's actually Dave who got fastest lap, not Quick Mick, with a 1:14.6. So it was actually what I said it was. Old Manzi is the champion fairly comfortably as well, I think. I know it's P9, so not incredibly comfortably, but Stars didn't let Old Manzi have P8. Oh, I need to scroll down. Oh, everyone DNF'd anyway, but there we go. We managed to get 10 people finish at least. So, what I propose is, seeing as Trulli Trifle doesn't like joining my parties, and I don't think I can invite Bradshaw. I might be able to invite Bradshaw. I can invite Bradshaw. That we get the world champion in instead. So let's get Bradshaw in. Let's get Gravedigger in. And let's get Old Manzi in. And let's get Stars in as well. Let's have a bit of a party. seeing as they also managed to wrap up constructors as well. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you, RSF1 Hunt. Hello, Stars. Do you have the little box?
Yeah.
I don't think you do. You do? Oh, cool. Excellent. There's Gravedigger. I have invited Old Manzy, but presumably he doesn't want to talk. Ah, there he is.
No, he does. I was in the party with him.
There he is. The man of the hour. So we'll just give it a little bit longer to wait for Bradshaw, but it doesn't look like Bradshaw's going to be joining. So we'll start off with you then, Gravedigger. A bit of a long race, wasn't it? P2 for you today. You had quite a lot of pace in qualifying. Did you think you'd be able to go and potentially win today, or?
Yeah, that was my aim. I knew I was quick. Just didn't know how quick. I was winning. I was leading that race quite a lot, to be fair, until the end there. A couple of safety cars ruined me. But
Yeah. I think the safety cars affected Immortal and Quick Mick a little bit as well. Presumably you weren't too aggressive towards the end because of the penalties.
no,
Sort of sat behind Trilly.
yeah, that's what I was planning on doing, just sitting behind him to get DRS to keep the gap on Bradshaw, so I kept the
Yeah.
second place lot. But yeah,
Yeah.
I got one warning and then got the penalty.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little bit harsh from the FIA. Where was it that you got the warning?
Through the fast left-right chicane as you're going up the hill, for the DRS detection zone for the second straight.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well,
Yeah.
usually when I do the interviews, I also like to say about what's happening next week, but we don't have any races next week, so what are your plans for the next game?
Just practice.
Will we be
and
seeing
I'm
you again?
Quick. Yeah, you will be, hopefully.
Yeah, fantastic. It's I was saying as well on commentary that you've had quite a lot of races this season. We've done quite well.
Yeah, I won
We
the
could have
first
potentially
race.
been talking about you challenging for a world championship as well.
Yeah, I had a couple of silly crashes. I won the first race, but I got a penalty, so Immortal stole it off of me with his because he didn't have any. I could have had a P2 in Brazil. Penrose spun in front of me, and I was quick enough to avoid it and hit him. So a couple of others that could have had a second place. Hungary, I think it was, but then I made a mess of the qualifying in there.
Well, let's hope for
Yeah.
next season that things go a little bit more smoothly for you. Going to move things on now to the men of the hour, shall we say, Stars and Old Manzy. Congratulations on winning the title, Old Manzy. Was there a moment in that race where you were a little bit worried about it? I mean, presumably when you and Mick had the incident.
Yeah, that time, and then there was before that when Mick had some serious pace, and I'm thinking I can't keep up with this. This is it. It's done, and then everything just seemed to come together in the end, I suppose.
Did, yeah. I think Immortal may have made a slight mistake staying on those old hards, which really cost him, but because you guys made quite light work of him from the restart. But how do you feel to be RSF1 Div 4 champion?
It feels good. It can't sunk in yet, I don't think. It's been a long time coming, that's for sure. I've been here since day one and not won one, so it's finally got that chip off my shoulder. It's all coming good, so yeah.
And
Finally
a
got-
constructors as well. Is it your first constructors too?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it might very well be.
Or you know what they say about trophies, you wait all day for one and then two come at once.
Yeah, exactly.
So, What are your plans for the next game then? Presumably you'll be moved up a division after winning.
I would expect so, yeah. Best get some practice in when the new game comes out, Anna.
Best ads, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you confident that you can get something? I know we haven't played it and we haven't really seen much footage of it either, but are you confident you can take this into Division 3 and keep on going?
Hopefully. Now I've got a bit of momentum behind me. Hopefully I can keep that going forward into the new game and have another good season. Nice.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
So now we'll move on to somebody who is familiar with winning drivers' championships as well, Stars. Congratulations on, constructors for both of you. Not a bad teammate to have, I suppose, Stars?
No, definitely not. I said at the beginning of the season we were in a Red Bull chat, and because we raced each other last year in F4, we were pretty much similar pace then. Then he's obviously moved on another level to me this year, and but we said, oh yeah, we'll be going for the constructors throughout the season, and it looked like it was coming away from us when Mr. Neon was just literally winning every race, and until he got moved up. But yeah, it came good for us in the end, and I'm well happy for Old Man. See, I feel bad for Quick Mick, and you know, because he's run a very good season this year, and you know, somebody has to win at the end of the day, and
Yeah.
I was happy with my teammate. So GG's, yeah. Like I said, I loved it when I won my first one, and then you know,
Yeah.
I know how it doesn't sink in until like the next day. Like you're like, yeah, you know. But yeah, I'm well happy for him. And, you know, it's nice to get the icing on the cake with the constructors.
Yeah. Wasn't under too much pressure on that one, as you says, when with Rogue not turning up tonight and the two
Yeah.
with Mr. Neon being moved up.
Yeah, well, we
But
were a little
still
bit
had to be,
nervous because like we knew
yeah.
JR Bradshaw pretty quick, and he had won a race, and Daniel's had been on good form lately.
Yeah.
But then when Daniel crashed, it was kind of like all focus then on
Yeah.
getting Old Man Z the championship, and when he spun, I slowed up so that he could go through, and then
Yeah, I imagine you did.
and I thought I'll try and be a defensive thing just in case he does catch up or something.
Mm.
But yeah, it did work out that way. It was all comfortable in the end for Old Man Z. Yeah, so yeah.
It was, yeah. When Immortal was starting to tumble down, that was pretty much it. So, what are you thinking for the next game? Presumably, we'll be seeing both of you next season.
I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to be racing next season. I probably will, but lately I just kind of lost a bit of love for the game, if you know what I mean. And just want to take a break from it for a season, maybe. I don't know, but see how it goes. You know, I'll
You pre-ordered
When
it
one
though,
comes
haven't
out,
you?
you'll be really
yeah,
regretting it.
of course I pre-ordered it. It's the F1 game, you know what I mean? It's the only game I play, you know. But yeah, I'll probably will race, but we should get you back, man. Jake? I'd love to see you.
I think
Yeah.
my gloves are well and truly hung up for good.
Yeah. You don't race anymore,
Yeah.
do you?
I don't know. I just commentate now.
Shame. Bring back the old days of F4, F5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
anyway,
leave you
I
to
do
Old
hope
Man
that
Z.
I do hope that if there's. Do you have any final words, Old Man Z, as maybe a final speech that you'd like to say before we end proceedings?
Not so much a speech. No, it's been an up and down season. Some highs, some lows, mainly in the middle. But we got there in the end. Some good racing, some bad racing. Hopefully, the next season we have more good racing. And that's that. That's all we want.
I hope so too. And you managed to make my prediction come true because I did have you as my predicted driver to win it. So, thanks for me. Thanks for allowing me to be a little bit smug about it. We're going to end things there. I hope everyone who's watched Division 4 over the last few months has enjoyed having to put up with my voice for the every Thursday evening, or almost every Thursday evening. And I hope very much that we shall be seeing each other again in the summer. So it's goodbye from me for a while, and goodbye from the drivers. So bye-bye.